Home of the intuitives. Man, it's been so long, right? Like, I've obviously been on a little hiatus, right? I had to get life together. I had to figure out some things. I had to redirect this energy, okay? This reading here is for the mothers. I feel like right around Christmas time, this is probably one of the hardest times for mothers, no matter who you are, no matter your status, no matter what you got going on. I feel like this is just one of those times where mothers really have to kind of go in, dig deep. Okay. Um, it's crazy because this year, the way that this year had kind of started off, I knew that this year was going to be a year of transformation. I knew that this year was going to be a year of transition. All right, not even transformation, but just necessarily not necessarily transformation, but it's transitioning. Okay, so I don't know, for some reason the mothers are on my heart. So I feel like there's a lot of mother daughter feuds. I feel like, mothers put in their work, okay, whether if you're considered a bad mother or a good mother. I feel like society structures have limited us into thinking that we're supposed to be certain ways. And honestly, I feel like this is the year of the fool. Okay, so 2023, we are ending this year with the completion. All right, we're going to end this year with a completion. And no matter who you are, no matter where you are in the world, at some point you have hit some type of level of completion. Now, I do understand that, we're going through obviously life crisis, okay? And I don't care how rich or poor you are, we are all going through it. We are all experiencing the 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 real truth behind all of the teachings, the experiences that we probably thought we would never experience. We're experiencing it right now at this moment. I'm a little rusty because it's been a long time, right? But I have so much to talk about. I got so much to say. And I feel like this is a year where we all just got quiet. It was like we had to use our magical powers and we just had to just go within. We got judged, okay? Some of us may have lost homes, all right? Not due to some for some, it could be just due to the lack of finances. So for others, it could just be due to, traumatic experiences, things that were natural disasters that you couldn't even excuse me, you didn't have any control over. I feel like many of you could have been jobless, okay? But the thing about this year was the year of strategy. So you strategized a lot, okay? I feel like you had to get out your comfort zone. You may have to do some things that you probably thought in a million years you probably never do. But this is the year that it really it really brought out a lot of growth, okay? Expansion. So this year was all about plot, plan, strategize, and next year is all about execution. I heard the saying, stay down till you come up. This was definitely one of those years. I felt like it was times where, many of you were exhausted. Probably felt like you didn't know what it was going to happen. I felt like you had to go into environments that you were not familiar of, or excuse me, familiar with. Excuse me. It's okay. I'm still working on my grammar. That's fine. No problem. So I felt like being exploited or being in a position where you probably wasn't at your best, okay? You probably wasn't at your strongest. Well, actually, you were at your strongest, but to the world, it didn't look like that. A lot of judgmental um, people came towards you that were in your groups. But the key about this is, it's like, it's so much gratitude at the end of it. Right now, it's obviously the holidays. So many of you probably could be worrying about Christmas, or you could be worrying about just trying to go into the new year with a different mindset, a different attitude. You want to leave either a legacy, or for some, you just want to get out the hole or the run. It's almost like a year of change. Okay, so you could be dealing with drugs, you could be dealing with alcoholism, you could be dealing with depression, you could be dealing with schizophrenia, or all of these society structures. And one thing I've noticed is I would go sit in courtrooms and I would just kind of like watch some of the cases. I didn't have a reason to be in there. I didn't have a reason to be there, but I still showed up. Okay, I still showed up. And not only did I show up, I executed. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into your reading because something I just had a glitch, but it's just so much going on. You're exhausted, you're tired, you're exhausted, but you still have guidance, okay? You still have a lot of guidance. So whatever you've been, yeah, nothing. You probably feel like it was nothing this year. You probably feel like you didn't have anything to bring to the table, or maybe you just felt like I don't feel nothing. Have you ever got to the point where you just been through so much, you just like, damn, I'm numb. Like I'm numb. Like whatever else is getting ready to come my way, I'm numb. I don't even feel it no more. Right? Nothingness though. So that's the opposite of nothing. So you're you're fighting. Okay. So this is like fighting through, getting through, making it through, making it happen, coming through. Okay. So the burdens, yeah, you had hella burdens. But I said, like I said, did you not, or did I not say you're going through a completion? I feel like your burdens ended up maybe possibly turning onto your children, or maybe you're taking on your children's burdens. So I feel like this is a year where you had to decide what meant more to you. It's easy to leave a child by themselves. It's easy to give up, but it's like, damn, when the world has given up on you, you kind of catch your win. You catch your second win in the 10th round, right? So you're being rehabilitated. Okay, I'm hearing some of you are going to therapy. It's not working. You going to AA groups, it's not working. You doing time, it's not working. And even during this time, it's like, damn, I keep getting bought here. How can I'm even hearing some of you are getting ready to bring in another baby, another child, you're pregnant again, and you're looking around at your situation and you're looking like, damn, how did I end up here? This is something I said I wasn't going to do. Never say that. You are a powerful being. The portal is a woman, right? So I feel like this is a place, or this is a time where you're gonna feel a lot of gratitude. Okay, even for your hard work, you looking like I ain't got shit though, or I ain't did nothing, but you did, but you did, you have, and you completed. So the burdens, okay, so they got heavier and heavier and heavier. It's almost like you carrying the cross, or you carrying the anchor or the unk. You carrying it. I mean, I'm talking about shit, not waking up, not even being able to do your hair, be able to do your makeup. Beauty is power. All right, beauty is power. No matter what, no matter what you're going through, you're never supposed to look like it. It costs nothing to be beautiful within and without. This will be a year where if you didn't have finances or you didn't have the money, just relax. The more you relax, the more comes to you. And that's hard, right? But that's a true alchemist. That's a true alchemy behind everything. Relax. Okay. So you're alone. You're by yourself. I mean, I'm talking about you. Not only are you getting readings, you're going to church. I mean, you just don't feel nothing. Nothing is helping, or helping the situation. I feel like this is a time of silence. Like you can't hear nobody. Like you can't really know what it is until you go within. Okay. So something was a part of the journey. Nine of Wands, you mad, healing, like trauma and going through situations will really definitely have you like insecure as fuck. Like I feel like some of you are gonna be exposed. Okay. This is not a humiliation. Okay, this is not. I feel like you're listening from the things that you've been through this year. I feel like you're listening to other people's stories and you just like, you have no idea how good you really got it until you actually walk the steps of another. But your strength was something that never could be, um, your strength was something that can never be like ridiculed at all. Seven of Wands, you're being rejected from jobs. You being rejected from entities. Some of you are fighting up against entities. Okay, when I say entities, I mean it could be corporations. All right, I'm also hearing there's a corporation that's not even going to pay for your health care. Okay, so some of you are just like overworking yourself because maybe possibly you need the money for a particular surgery or operation. Okay, so relax. Just relax. Eight of Swords. It's something that's systematic. Something, it's like you keep reliving the last 8 years over and over and over again. For some reason, you cannot get out of this cycle. Eight of Swords is like being stuck, possession, being possessed, or feeling like this is it. This is the end. This is the end of all, and it's not. Nine of Cups. Okay, So with all these burdens, though, you still look good. With all these burdens, it's like, damn, yesterday you were just crying. Now today you in a better energy because you cannot be stopped. All right, it's the devil card. Cool, right? But I'm also hearing too that we went through this time where everybody was like, oh, that's satanic, or um, that's the devil, all these things. And then even down to the spirituality, I see the spiritual community or the conscious community, whatever you want to call it. I see that it's being exposed. It's all about the industry. Some of you are realizing, like, damn, I don't even want to be in the industry. I don't even want to be a part of society structures. So you're learning power and control over all situations. Now, certain things you can't control it. You just have to let it be. And I feel like we're during this time, so going into next year, you have a better thought process. Okay. I feel like you overworking yourself. You're working yourself so much that time is going. I feel like you're looking at your children, you're looking back and you're looking like, wow, you really done grown. Like, what's going on? Because you've been in this source for so long that you're structured to do a certain thing at a certain time, to the point that you're overworking yourself. You're not even watching your child grow up. What is key to a child is time. Okay. It's time. But also too, there is going to be some type of sacrifice. What is the sacrifice? It could be job, work, just to go to school. It could be having your children go stay with the grandma just until your time is up. I'm hearing some of you are actually incarcerated. Okay. So some of you are incarcerated. Probably some of you are going to be sentenced to 8 years, or maybe you're doing your time. Okay. Through a source. So you're away. Yeah. You're heartbroken. It's almost like your heart has been ripped out of your chest. Okay. Your heart has been ripped out of your chest. You trying to figure, you have no connection now with your children because you have worked and worked and worked and worked. So therefore this year it's time for you to go ahead and find something and most likely it has to be a skill. Okay. Take what you know, okay, and allow that to grow. Okay, moving forward. Because I'm telling you, 8 of Cups, you gotta walk away. 8 is out here, 88. You walked away from some lovers. I mean, shit, you might have doubled back. You doubled back just to see if it was still this or if it was still that. It's because there's still something that you have not quite. I'm not gonna say heal because I don't really want to talk. I don't want to go in this year talking about healing. Let's just stop that, okay? Because healing is an everyday process. You have to experience even to even heal anything. Okay, if you want to heal poverty, you need money. That's just the truth. Okay, but is it money slaving and working all these jobs? I mean, to the point that your children are going to school, they're lashing out. Children are because if you, especially if they're into internet or if they're allowing their friends, peers, society to raise them, then you are allowing all these things. It's almost like something is tug of war. So something is like pulling on you, right? It's pulling on you. So 8 of Cups is the year of walking away. You're just gonna leave things as is. No turning back. 5 of Pentacles, being abandoned, insecure. Yeah, I know that feeling though. Some of you are just insecure or just being brought down by a lover or someone that, you know, never instilled you never even was able to instill any information into your children because maybe you didn't have it. But there is no more excuses. I feel like I'm hearing a whole bunch of excuses, and it's like there is no more excuses. At some point, you just kind of got to grasp the concept, and you have to grasp, like, damn, is this really where I'm at? I'm also hearing too, some of you could be reminiscing about 8 years ago. So something may have taken place 8 years ago. Maybe life was just great 8 years ago. So with that being said, and then on top of that, there's hella distractions. Okay. So you got into the point where you could have been distracted by just like earthly things, material things. Okay. I mean, like I see you pawning stuff just to have money, or you even could be in a situation where maybe you're going through a divorce, and maybe the divorce did not end up the way that you wanted to. Okay. I feel like this is a year of rehabilitation, literally through finances. Like, it's almost like you have to tear your whole foundation down to rebuild a new one. And that's what's just really taking place here. Period. So before you begin to harbor on the pain, or harbor on what could have been, should have been, man, just go through it. Just go with the flow. Like, go through it. Eight of Swords, I mean, some of you are dealing with a child that's schizophrenic, or maybe you are. Okay, so you might be hearing voices. Okay, but I really want you to understand the real true meaning of schizophrenia. People are going to call it schizophrenia because at the end of the day, you are taking on multiple personalities instead of you allowing those personalities to help you. Now, when it becomes psychiatric, though, where it comes to where the bad voices begin to overpower the good ones, that's where things become unbalanced. Okay, so now you're getting ready to become balanced. I say that you use what you have and use creativity. Creativity is something that can never be taken from you. Creativity is feeling bad. Five of Cups is like regrets. Damn. And regret is not a good feeling. Now, if you see the cups is still on the ground, but you see him, he's kind of, he's still got a cup in his hand. All right. Which means life really ain't that bad. Something wasn't life or death. Many of you did not experience a lot of death this year. Maybe many of you have. So now it's almost like I shoulda, coulda, woulda, but there is no shoulda, coulda, woulda. So all you can do is just take on the life lessons and continue to grow through it. Take what I'm also seeing some of you are very observant now. Maybe you were a lot open, outgoing, had a lot of friends. Okay, maybe you are now getting to a space where it's just like it's mental imprisonment, it's captivity. All right. So with that being said, I just wanted to leave that message to you. Peace and blessings to you. Take care.